Hi, this is my final scratch reflection video. This week we performed our piece for a paying audience. Before that, however, we did our tech rehearsal and also went through our piece multiple times, including in front of Emil, who gave us feedback on it. He said that we weren't involved enough in our characters and that we needed to put in way more energy and that we needed to make our characters a lot more believable. I think this final piece of advice that we got really helped push our group to make sure that we performed our best performance possible for our audience. After we had received this feedback from him, we were able to go back into our group and discuss what we'd been told, and we were able to rehearse in our group and make our piece so much stronger and really take in everything he said and apply it to our work. This was really important for our group, I think, because it gave us that final push into making our performance the best that it could be, and it allowed us to get some confidence knowing that what we'd been told was true and we weren't being sugar-coated on what our performance was looking like. Our tech rehearsal was also really helpful and important as it gave us a feel for the stage and what it would be like when it was just us on it, and it allowed us to place and block everything that we needed to, and it also allowed Sophie to give us feedback on what it was looking like and allowed us to get a feel of what the lighting was going to be like and the sound effects and everything that was involved with the tech. I think that when we performed our piece for our audience, it was the best time that we'd ever done it, and we all put so much energy in, and having that feedback and reaction from the audience was so important for our group, as it allowed us to be so much more comfortable and relaxed and really made us realise that it was real and this was a paying audience who deserved our full energy and attention to the piece. I think having an audience to perform to is so important for a performer, as it gives you that adrenaline and, for me especially, the confidence I didn't necessarily have for when I was performing for a smaller group or for the practitioners. I also think that when you're performing to an audience, it just shows you that you have no choice but to be fully committed to it and to give it your all, which just creates a much better piece, and it's so much more enjoyable to perform as you all just come together as a group and realise that you're all together in this and you're all wanting to create the best piece possible for the audience. I think that the written feedback we received from the audience was so important as well, because it lets you see how differently people interpret what you're performing, which is really nice, but it also lets you see that what you're portraying isn't necessarily what's being received by an audience. So, for example, we thought that what we were performing was quite close to reality and showing how big powerful people and corporations have control over people, but a lot of people responded saying that what we were performing wasn't very close to reality, and some people thought it seemed like a film or just like a time loop. I think that this whole creative process has really shown me that I need to be a lot more upfront and forward with my ideas and have a lot more confidence with the ideas that I have, as a lot of them can be actually quite good and useful for a group or just for a piece of work that I'm working on by myself. And it's also shown me that I do work with others a lot better than I thought I have previously, and that I am capable of devising a piece, as devising isn't usually my strong point, and I think that I work better with a script, but it's shown me that I am capable of doing so. It's also shown me that I have a lot more creativity than I think at times, and that I'm able to take pieces of other people's ideas and my ideas and form them together to make a much more stronger piece that is much more effective. And it's also shown me that I'm able to be honest with what I think isn't working, and how much better a piece will be if you are honest with each other, and how you can take things and adapt them into being a much better piece, and how if it's a piece that you're working with that you're comfortable with, you'll be a lot more confident and committed to that piece. Whereas if it's a piece that you're not enjoying and you don't think is a very strong or good piece, then you're not going to be committed to it.